This is the book of Proverbs 29:23. AMP, a man's pride and sense of self importance will bring him down, but he who has a humble spirit will obtain honor. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh by Shema Shabashim Kakwadash, the apostles, and the Ezra Stone for giving us this 100% truth, and let's be to elect. Pride and how a woman can destroy you physically, mentally, and spiritually. Pride and how a woman can destroy you physically, mentally, and spiritually. And hey, by now, y'all seen the fight. If you're into MMA, boxing, combat sports, you probably seen the fight. And hey, man, everybody's shocked, man. Ilia Topuria lost to Justin Gaethje. Which, hey, Pereira lost. Hey, man, a lot of upsets, went on in that PB But hey, man, you see this guy celebrating, because he thought, hey, this was gonna be an easy fight, it's gonna be a cakewalk. But hey, man, he got his ass swept, cuts, bruises, and hey, man, ever since that woman, right? That woman, ever since she left him, hey, man, he hasn't been the same.
You hooked up with a guy who's an incredibly special human being, the rarest of rare. Not just UFC world champion, but a 2-division world champion, superstar who the whole world wants to see, and you're his wife. So you're like, oh, look at me, I'm married to the baddest motherfucker alive. And then he doesn't want to be with you anymore? Like, oh, really? Well, I'm gonna fucking take you down. And women, that's what they love, is reputation destruction. That's what they really are experts in when shit goes sideways.
This summer, the cup is bigger than ever, and DraftKings has you covered wherever you live.
Ilia Topuria's road to becoming the great.
This is by HY Extra. A Miami girl ruined a UFC fighter's life. Which, look, man, women in Florida, bro. Look, I don't even think they're wife material, man. None of those women, especially in Florida. Come on, man. In Miami. Come on, man. 9 times out of 10, they're not wife material, man. Come on, man.
This UFC fighter of all time might have just been
fair use
on a different path. And the internet is pointing the finger at his soon-to-be ex-wife.
You hooked up with a guy who's an incredibly special human being, the rarest of rare. You have not just UFC world champion, but a 2-division world champion, superstar who the whole world wants to see, and you're his wife. So you're like, oh, look at me, I'm married to the baddest motherfucker alive. And then he doesn't want to be with you anymore? Like, oh, really? Well, I'm gonna take you down.
And in this video with the Nelk boys earlier this year when they recorded a podcast seems to have foreshadowed everything.
Actually, I met my wife in Miami.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was living there.
Damn. Who says you can't meet your wife in Miami? You give me hope now, because everyone says you can't meet your wife in Miami.
But the story might not be as straightforward as people think. In fact, there are multiple examples of misinformation about their relationship. So here's their story laid out as accurately as possible and based on the facts we currently have. Many people comparing McGregor in the 2010s.
It's very easy to make the comparisons to Conor McGregor. People do that all the time. But I'm making the comparison to the rise of Conor, not because of his trash talk. That's usually what people lean towards. It's because we have not seen this level of confidence and this level of I'm going to manifest this. I'm going to put it out there and I'm going to back it up. And he does it, dare I say, at a whole other level, because he says with the confidence of someone who's going on a walk to go get some coffee, yeah, I'm just going to knock him out. And then he walks up to him at the face-offs and says, I'm sorry, it had to be you.
Topuria was also building a brand around this image. He's from both Spain and originally Georgia, and is considered a hero in both nations.
Is your pride more Georgia or is it more Spain? Would you say you're more Georgian?
It's difficult to choose between mom and dad, you know?
Yeah, I know.
He also became co-owner of Way of Warrior FC, which is an MMA promotions company in Spain. But another way of growing his brand was his now infamous appearance with the Nelk Boys podcast, where they were amazed that he met his wife in Miami, a city that they have a lot of experience in.
Yeah, I met my wife in Miami.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was living there.
Damn. Who says you can't meet your wife in Miami? You give me hope now, because everyone says you can't meet your wife in Miami.
But you can find your wife any place in the world.
You hear that? Put that on Only in Dade on Instagram. You can meet your wife in Miami.
And there's this very tense moment where the Nelk Boys were asked what they meant by this joke.
Why are you saying that?
Huh?
Why are you saying that?
Everyone says that. Like, you just can't.
It's just party.
It's party, yeah. Yeah.
Because you go to the party and this is the only place
Yeah.
you see.
Yeah, exactly.
You surround you
And like how they would say, this aged very well, you know?
out with the people that goes to the party all the time and they all the time think about the party.
Yeah.
But you don't know the another part of Miami of people that just they want.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's a best place to work out too, Miami, because you can just walk outside and run the water.
I love to
Yeah.
So this is now being viewed as a scarily accurate prediction of everything that unfolded, starting with this suspicious behavior between Ilya and his wife in October. That month, Georgiana deleted all of her pictures of Ilya from her Instagram, and Ilya did the same on his profile, except for one photo.
And this is the only picture that remains on Ilya Taporia's Instagram that has his wife or ex-wife or estranged wife, Georgina, in it. The rest of them, across his entire IG, his kids are in it, but not his wife, not his partner.
Georgiana also shared a very ambiguous Instagram post where she wrote a loving tribute to her daughter, who's also named Georgiana. It said, "A mother's true superpower is not being alert to danger. It's building a world where her daughter can grow up brave, free, and unafraid. My little Georgina, here is nothing in the world that I love more than having you in my life and marveling at seeing you become someone with life, thought, and self-love. My mission is to give you the tools to be strong, the example of integrity, and guide you in your purpose to be happy." This social media activity led to the conclusion that they were breaking up, or at the very least had fallen out with one another. In the aftermath, rumors of infidelity circulated around the internet. A viral tweet showed a picture of Georgina and another man with the caption, "UFC champion Ilya Taporia is divorcing his wife after he found out she was swimming romantically with Islam Makhachev." However, it was pointed out in the community notes that this photo was posted in 2022 and was Makhachev with some random girl and not Georgina. But rumors of cheating came from both sides.
But it was eventually revealed through, I guess, like Spanish media that she caught him texting other women.
There was also this Reddit post of Ilya supposedly enjoying the single life and pictured with multiple women. This was captioned with, "My buddy when he breaks up with his girlfriend and wants to make her jealous." However, this time Ilya was a victim of misinformation. The fourth photo was actually his sister, Mariam. And the comment section seems to think that some of the other girls are other sisters. But UFC fans were more concerned at how this was going to impact his career. Ilya was expected to defend his title against Paddy Pimblett. However, according to Pimblett, Ilya was stalling the negotiations.
All Ilya's ever done is talk shit about me, saying I'm shit, saying I don't deserve to fight him. And after his last fight, I get in the cage and he pushes me. I think it's happening. And now all's amazing is he's stalling. He's not saying yet to the fight. He's stalling. If I'm not shit, lad, I just want to take an easy fight and beat me down. Step up. As Tyson said, sign the contract, big boy.
And this was at a time when Ilya was on course to becoming arguably the greatest UFC fighter currently.
Ilya is on his path to being the GOAT. I genuinely think that Ilya Taporia is 3 to 4 big wins away from being, bar none, the best of all time, passing up John Jones, GSP, Khabib, whoever you count as your GOAT. He's like 3 or 4 big wins away from being considered the GOAT.
Neither Ilya nor his wife publicly addressed this situation, until November 27th when Ilya shocked the UFC world with this tweet. He wrote, I won't be fighting in the first quarter of next year. I'm going through a difficult moment in my personal life. I want to focus on my children and resolve this situation as soon as possible. I don't want to hold up the division. The UFC will make the matchups needed, and as soon as the matters are resolved, I'll let the UFC know I'm ready to begin my return. Fellow UFC...
And from there, he started declining. Proverbs 16 and verse 5. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord Yahweh. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. And amen. Which I'm not sure how true it is, but I believe his girl used to be a stripper. I'm not sure how true that is, but you seen like in the press conference, this guy, which he said Michelle Obama is a man. Hey, that guy was talking big shit, man, about Ilya and his wife, And hey, man, again, especially finding women. Look, Miami is the last place you should be going to when it comes to looking for women, okay? Miami is the last place, okay? And hey, man, these women today, man, even the football legend who's known for the 2007 Milan season, Kaká. Hey, his woman left him. I believe because he was too nice. But here it is. He's a all-time great. One of the greatest number 10s of all time. One of the greatest central attacking mid of all time. A World Cup winner, a UCL winner, a Ballon d'Or winner. But yet, that's not enough for these women. Here it is. You got you a winner, man. This guy right here is a winner. He has won it all. He has done it all. But yet, you left him because he was too nice. Look, man. This is what, look. The best thing for you, man. Hey, man. Is to be by yourself, man. Okay? Especially being this truth, man. Hey, even, people in the sport world. Because, hey, you could be dominating, your sport. But once that woman comes to your life, hey, things can get ugly for you, man. Look at Mike Tyson. Hey, even Kobe, man. All those rumors, those accusations, related to him. Hey, man, that could have destroyed his name. That could have destroyed his career. So really, man, the best thing for you, man, is to be by yourself, man. Okay? Matthew 23:11. It says, "But he that is greatest among you shall be your servant, and whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted." Now, when it comes to sports, there's nothing wrong with having confidence in yourself. There's nothing wrong about thinking you're the best, because hey, being an athlete, if you don't have that mindset, man, then what the hell are you doing in these octagon, in the court, in the ring, in the field, because hey, man, you should always have confidence in yourself, man. You should always believe in yourself. But For example, this guy Ilya, he was celebrating before the fight, man. Oh, this is gonna be easy. It's gonna be a cakewalk. I'm gonna knock him out. Now look at him. Everybody's making fun of him. Talking about this aged well. And hey, the first thing I saw in the comments when he lost was that scripture, man. Pride go before destruction, man. And hey, man, that pride. Just like Andre Borner. This guy might end up going out like Andre Borner, man. It's sad, man. But this is why you gotta humble yourself, man. Always take your opponent serious, man. Okay? Always take him serious, man. Okay? Like they always say, never underestimate your opponents, man. Because, hey, it will backfire you, man. Okay? Oh, it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be a cakewalk. He's not my level. I don't need to train. That's pride, man. You're being proud, man. Oh, it's gonna be easy. I don't gotta train. I don't gotta work. I don't gotta study. I don't gotta watch his highlights. I'm all good. Hey, man, if you see a guy having that mindset, when he knows he's about to fight, hey, you already know that guy's gonna lose, man. Okay? 1 Corinthians 7 verse 1. It says, now this is Apostle Paul saying this. Now concerning things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. So really, man, hey, the best thing for you, man, is not to touch a woman. Okay? Focus on yourself, man. Okay? And you see, a lot of you men out there, here it is, you want a woman, but you don't understand the hell that comes with it. A lot of y'all is not ready to have a woman with you in your life. Okay? That shit comes with a lot of task, man. A lot of responsibility, man. And hey, man, a lot of you men out there, you're not ready for that, man. Okay? You're just not. So hey, man, it is best for you really for a man not to touch a woman. Okay? Because hey, man, that woman can destroy you, man. Especially if she's leaving you, she's cheating on you with another man. Hey, man, that can destroy you, man. Maybe she's suing you, accusing you of doing something. Like the whole situation with Mike Tyson. Hey, ever since that happened with that girl and Mike Tyson, hey, man, even though Mike Tyson was still in his prime, he still wasn't his best, if that makes sense. She took Mike Tyson's best years, man, out of him. And who knows, man, what he could have accomplished if that never happened. 1 Corinthians 7 verse 29. But this I said, brethren, the time is short, it remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none. Because, hey, man, really, man, on this side, man, you don't got a woman, okay? You just don't. And come on, man. You getting a woman in Miami, come on, man. What you think was going to happen, man? Come on, man. A woman in Miami. That's the last place you should be going to when it comes to finding a woman, okay? Because, hey, all they do is party, man. Party, party, party. That's all they do. But, hey, who knows, man, if he bounced back from this, man. Because, hey, taking a beating, a loss like this, a lot of fighters don't come back from this, man. Look at Andre Borner. You know, the beatdown he took by Maidana. You know, he got humiliated. You know, and fights like that, man, fighters don't come back from that, man. So hey, we shall see, man. You know, we shall see if he bounced back or not. We shall see, man. We shall see. But anyways, you know, I pray this video was edifying. So with that, I say shalom.